Hello everyone. In this video we will be discussing about the string concatenation. String concatenation is another operation that we can perform on strings. Basically it's the same plus sign, the plus operator that we use with the numbers, but if we use that plus sign with the strings instead of adding those two things or making sense and any sense out of that, string basically combines those two those two data types. They can be both string, there can be one string, another number, but make sure that at least one of the data types on which we are trying to perform the concatenation operation is a string. So let me create a file to write the notes and a class to show you the demo. So notes. So first let's discuss why we need it, what it is, and how we can use it. So string concatenation is simply combining a string with any other data type. It can be a number, integer, boolean, double, or another string. Why we need it? We need it sometimes we need to combine two strings. For example, we have the first name and the last name and we want to get the full name. So how we can do it? We can do it with the help of string concatenation. String first name plus the last name, and it will give us the full name. And how we can do it? It's very easy. We can have multiple strings. We just need to use the plus operator, and that plus operator will basically combine all of those strings. So let's do a demo. So I have already created a class. Let me simply create the main method here, and let's say for example I have a first name, and then I have another last name, or I don't know even if it is the last name for James Bond. So let's say for example I want to combine these two strings. So what I can simply do, I can say first name plus last name, and then if I run this code, I will see this first name combined together with the last name, something like this. And I can also put some spaces inside the double quotes. Remember, spaces, everything matters. So if I put a space here, I will see it nicely. So James Bond 007. Now we can not only combine the strings with other strings, but we can also combine the strings with numbers. So let's say for example I have a string street number, and if I press the plus sign and if I press 10, what will happen? This street number will be combined with this 10. So again, remember, to perform this string concatenation, all we need is a string, and the other data type can be anything. So street number, and then I'm saying plus, and then the number. So this will perform the string concatenation. I can also combine other things with the strings. So let's say for example is hungry, and then I can say the boolean false here. And now if I run this, I will see is hungry and then a false with it. I can also combine the characters with it. So for example gender, and then I can say the letter M, and then I will see the gender M. Now there is one one thing that we need to take care, and is that the thing is the Java code executes from top to bottom and from left to right. So let's say for example some of you might try to do some calculations, like for example I am saying something like this. I'm trying to add two numbers, but first I have a string, and then I'm trying this calculation. Now one might expect that first the Java will add 10 with 10, that will be 20, and then I will be getting the addition of number 10, and 10 is 20. But this is not how it works. What Java will do, so instead of 20, what we are getting here, we are getting 10 and 10, 1001. So what Java does, Java executes the code from left to right. When Java sees this, Java sees that there is a string, and I am trying to concatenate a number with this string. So Java will addition of number 10 and 10 is 10, and then it will combine this 10 with it, and then the result, remember always the result of string concatenation is a string again. So the number 10 with 10 is going to be now addition of number 10 and 10 is 10, and then one more 10 will be attached to it. Now if you want to perform these calculations first, we can apply the rules from the mathematics. So for example, I can use the parentheses, and these parentheses, they signify that first the calculations will be performed, first this part will be executed. So now Java says multiple operations on the same line, but now we are using parentheses, so these operations will be prioritized. So first 10 will be added inside the 10, which will give us 20, and then that 20 will be concatenated, will be combined with this string. So if I run this code, I get now the addition of 10 and 10 is 20. So please remember, whenever you are performing calculation and you are attaching multiple strings together, please make sure that you use the parentheses to avoid any confusion. And it's not only about printing. Even if, let's say, you have some variables, like for example string, and then I have something like this, and then I can combine 234 plus, and then so I can also do something like this. You can also combine the values from strings, from the variables. You don't need to directly put things inside the printout statements. So this string concatenation, it will combine the strings with other strings, the strings with numbers, the strings with doubles, booleans, floats, characters. We can combine basically anything. And if you are performing multiple operations, make sure that you are using these parentheses to prioritize these calculations first, and then the concatenation happens. Otherwise you might get different results. So that's it for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you can get the notification for all of the videos. Thank you. Bye bye.